Arkansas has everything to offer from mountain biking, hiking, museums, and more. Our next guests are on a mission to highlight the best that the natural state has to offer. And we've got Sarah and Paul here from ARKIE Travels joining us once again.
Hey.
Great to have you in studio. I feel like the last time we Zoomed with you or something like that.
Zoom is never the same. It's always so much better being in person.
Yeah,
Yes,
totally agree.
absolutely. Let's talk about how you all decided to, you know what, we're going to make a blog, Instagram, about traveling the state. How did you decide that?
I like to say it was totally by accident. In 2019, I got a tiny home for him for his birthday, not bought it, just rented it on Airbnb. And people started asking, you know, where is that? Can you send us the link when we posted it on our personal pages? And so we were driving around back roads, and it was like, well, why don't we start an Instagram just for travel?
Yeah.
And it kind of took off from there, for sure.
Yeah, and it is fantastic. That's how I discovered you, was just because I think I found you on my Explorer page, and then I was like, oh, Arkansas, what's happening? And it's been fantastic. Like, when I wanted to do something on the weekend or take my family somewhere, I'm like, let me just go see what ARKIE Travel says about where I need to go.
Yeah, and thank you. Thank you for using us as a resource, and we hope that you're able to make just incredible memories with your family all over the natural state.
Yeah, for sure.
What are some of your favorite places that you've been able to visit throughout the state?
Yeah, so right now we're working on our swimming hole series. It's hot outside, so that means cooling off, and there are so many incredible lakes and rivers and waterways all over the natural state. I know my favorite one, Blanchard Springs Recreation Area. They have reopened the caverns at Blanchard Springs, and then there's the Mirror Lake area and the Cave Trail. But if you go further down, there's a recreation area. It's like $3 to park, and there's these, what are they, like holes where the water has dug into the rock and just carved out the most beautiful little areas. It's like your own little personal hot tub. You can sit there, but the water's cold. The water's nice and refreshing, and it's so clear and beautiful, and I love it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any hike, you know, you go on a hike and come upon a nice swimming hole. It's just, it feels so good. Just jump in, cool off, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you're describing something. I was vacationing in Arkansas over near Eureka Springs recently and discovered Hog Scald Holler.
Oh, yeah.
Been there, right?
That's so
Which
cool.
is kind of the same thing. Like the water has dug these kind of hot tub shaped pits in the earth. So anyway, really cool stuff happening in our state. Any other tips? Any other suggestions? You're talking about watering holes and places to
definitely.
cool off.
You know, hit the water because it's hot out there. So we're known for our waterways, our lakes and rivers, and get out there and explore them. Our state parks, if you don't know, they rent boats at a lot of the places. So you can kayak, you can rent a pontoon at Lake Ouachita, and get out there, go in with some friends, and just have a day on the lake together. So much fun making memories.
You know, Paul, you were talking about hiking trails. A lot of times we like to hike to a waterfall. And I know that this time of year, maybe the water has dried up, but sometimes not. Do you find that often that the waterfalls are popular with Arkansas tourists?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'd say waterfalls are probably one of the main reasons people go hike.
One of the biggest draws.
And then if you find you a nice little water hole, you know, go ahead and cool off after that hike and then
enjoy yourself.
You know, get back out.
Yeah, I love it.
What are some places that maybe aren't too far from us here in NWA?
Yeah, so actually, while we're here, Tan Yard, we're going to go into that area. We found out that there's a wonderful swimming hole in the West Fork area, so we're going to go and check that out. And then the Siloam Springs Kayak Park is a perfect place to grab a tube if you don't have a kayak and just head on down there and have some fun in the river.
How much fun is it for you to be able to explore our state, all 75 counties? You're at every 4 corners of the state. How much fun is that?
It's wild. We do it full time now. And so this is what we do. We go out, we explore, we make videos, we meet people, and we get to show off.
Paul's like, I eat.
I eat, I drink, and I'd say the people are probably one of the greatest parts of it.
For sure.
Yes. Did you ever dream that when you started this and you got that tiny house on Airbnb that now you'd be doing it?
Like, who thinks of this? Who thinks, oh, I'm going to travel for a living and I'm going to get paid for it? Like, what? It's a wild dream.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. I love that.
I do, too. Thank you both for taking the time to hop in and join us today while you're in the area. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. We love it to see you.